Summer is the perfect time to refresh your home, and what better place to start than the heart of it all, the kitchen. And if your cabinets are overflowing, your spices are hiding in hard to reach places, or your pantry just feels like a puzzle more than a prep space, you're definitely not alone. Fortunately, help is just a glide away. Teresa Bowman from Shelf Genie is back to talk about the latest in custom storage solutions. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for being here. So what's the secret to making kitchen decluttering actually simple and manageable for people?
So we love keeping things simple for our clients, and so the way we do that is we custom design pullouts for your existing cabinetry, and then we build everything here in the US and we professionally install it with our team, because a lot of times people think they need a full-up kitchen remodel, and like we're a fraction of the cost and we don't even require hardly the displacement for what it takes to do that. And so we fix all those problems for exactly what you talked about: organization, function, and access.
Gosh, you do sometimes think you need a full kitchen remodel, and then people get discouraged because it's so expensive.
Exactly.
But, okay, this is great. And what are some of the most common kitchen clutter challenges that you've been seeing in people's homes too?
So like the biggest headaches come from the little things, right? Like the lot of little things, and they come in the form of spices like you talked about. Like they can be magical, but they can be a headache, right? Like, do you know what you have?
No.
Or how many you
probably have cinnamon in there from who knows?
Exactly, right?
Year.
It's expired.
Yes.
Like, is it easy to get to? And you're just like, I just want to keep it simple. And then you get to miss out on this culinary exploration in your home. And so we help out with that.
Gosh, amazing. Okay, and how do you help clients figure out the best place to, like, where to begin when they start thinking about organizing their kitchen? I know pantries are usually a big focus, right?
Yes, pantries are where we shine, because that's like the biggest domino, right? Where you can really maximize everything that you have if you want to clear out your countertops or just have all of your like items in one spot. So if you have the space and the depth, you could just have everything there. Like here is a fantastic example where you have your spices that are, divided by rows. Some people alphabetize, some people go by cuisine or baking versus savory. And so that's just like a big thing for them. If you don't need to do the pantry, then we can just keep it closer to where you're going to use them, like accessorizing a drawer or an upper cabinet or your lower deep cabinets.
Gosh, okay, and speaking of spices too, those are usually in upper cabinets. I'm one of those people too that I'm like crawling on a chair trying to get to it. So how can Shelf Genie make those situations way more efficient too?
So we'll custom build, right? So here we're looking at spice towers. We can make those as narrow or as wide as you want. So if you have like the standard spices, if you shop at Costco, we can make them wider. We've had folks that have a buffet of cooking oils, or I've seen folks that have coffee containers or tea canisters, and you just pull out your library of what you want. And then if you don't need the whole entire width of that upper cabinet, we can even leave static space for just like bigger, taller, deeper things. But this is a great way to use your upper cabinets for spices.
Okay, and I want to get to how to get more creative too to make things more accessible. I know we're going to look at maybe some glide outs too, right?
Yes. So for glide outs, like folks, I think they usually use only the first third, right? But we can take advantage of that unused vertical space because we customize to the nearest millimeter. We can bring it pretty high up and make some shallow glide outs. And again, here you could see that you have your spices that are laying flat. So the full depth of your space will be the full extension of your space, and you can read the label so you know exactly what you have.
Gosh, amazing. And if someone's, interested in transforming, what is this?
Oh, so if you have a cooktop, right? A lot of people have a fall space, and this is also fantastic because it's, again, unused. And so what we can do is we can build a drawer for you, use your pre-existing fall space. That way you have new storage for spices. And if you don't want to use it for spices, you could use it for cooking utensils. And so, again, just making more space, especially if you have like city living, condos, if you've downsized, or if you just want to maximize every millimeter of what you have in your storage.
Who doesn't, If you're interested too in transforming your kitchen, what's the best place to get started? Because I know this can feel really overwhelming for people.
It can be. And so if anyone ever wanted to book a free design consultation, they can always go to shelfgenie.com/Seattle. And we do have a special offer for some of your viewers.
Amazing. Teresa, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. And as Teresa mentioned, Shelf Genie has a special offer for New Day viewers. The first 15 callers will receive a free professional design consultation and free installation. Just call the number that you see right there on your screen.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Shelf Genie.